Here's a burning bush right here. I mean, it's radio, so you'll have to turn aside and supply the picture for yourself. Could you do that for me? Could you picture a bush burning? See the flames, feel the heat against your skin, hear the crackling of the fire. Breathe in just a teaspoonful of the smoke. In the Bible, when God shows Moses the burning bush, there's an interesting detail because the bush burned, but the bush wasn't harmed. Every leaf and stalk and thorn and blackberry that was there when the bush started burning was still there unharmed after the fire. So as you picture your burning bush, you might want to say to yourself, burn, but not harm. Burn, but not harm. Silently to yourself. It's a way of focusing your mind. Burn, but not harm. I haven't had a great week. I mean, at this point in the pandemic, most people aren't having great weeks, are they? Some people in my professional sphere have been less than kind and good-humoured, or at least less kind and good-humoured than they would be if they weren't tired. And I haven't been on top form either. I told somebody off for not consulting me about something, and they responded, very graciously actually, by sending me the email exchange back in March where I'd given the go-ahead. And maybe you are unfortunate enough to have people like me operating below our best in your workplace or your family or your friendship group as well. I mention this because I'm in a better place now. Last night I had a really good night's sleep, and then I spent an hour gazing at an imaginary burning bush. No, really. And it helped. Experiencing the power of the fire helped me put myself in perspective and not take myself too seriously. Watching the bush burn but not be consumed was a really good use of an hour. I recommend it. And if it's not a burning bush, then maybe there's another symbol or scene that you could spend your time contemplating. You need to spend long enough that your breathing slows down and your spiritual disposition somehow changes. Oh, concentrating on something for an hour is really difficult. You'll find yourself getting distracted from time to time. Of course you will. I certainly did. When that happens, don't get cross with yourself. Just breathe deep and picture the burning bush. And you might want silently to say the words, burn, but not harm, in the silence to yourself. Notice your breathing and start all over again. And if you're a Christian, you could look at Jesus, not the real Jesus, but your picture of him. And oddly enough, you may find that contemplating Jesus has a lot in common with looking at the burning bush. Because Jesus is God, the awesome, terrifying, holy, all-powerful, burning God, that God. And yet, Jesus burns without harming. Here as a baby, as a homeless man teaching non-violence, as an innocent prisoner unjustly executed but thinking the best of the soldiers who killed him, as the one who, when risen from the dead, forgave the people who let him down and refused to stick around and make himself the physical center of their ongoing lives. Jesus, the one who loves us, but gives us the terrifying freedom to ignore him. Jesus is non-coercive power, which is just a posh way to say that he burns without harming. So, I hope your week has been everything it should have been. Since I got some sleep and apologized to my colleague and spent some time contemplating the burning bush, I'm feeling a lot better. I really hope you find a way to stop and be still in a way that works for you.